Chapter 23. The Search and the Song. He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. Psalm 91, verse 4. Ruthie walked until her legs ached and her lungs burned. The gravel road wound like a silver scar through the bushland, its edges blurred by overgrown grass, and the hush of eucalyptus leaves swaying in the wind. Sunlight dappled the ground in shifting patches, flickering like broken promises. She kept her eyes forward, never once glancing back. Not at the cottage, not at the man who had looked at her like she was worth waiting for. His voice still clung to her skin like morning mist. She couldn't scrub it off, not the softness in it, not the steadiness, not the ache of him trying to hold the door open without pulling her through. But hope like that was dangerous. Out here, the silence stretched wide and deep, swallowing everything. Every rustle in the underbrush sounded louder, sharper, like the world was holding its breath. Freedom had always sounded noble, but this didn't feel like freedom. It felt like exile, like abandonment, like the wind itself didn't want to know her name. She had no map, no plan, just a worn backpack, a half-empty water bottle, and a heart pounding out one terrified refrain. Disappear before Dylan finds you again. Because he would. He always did. The water ran out before the hour turned. The sun climbed higher, cruel and relentless. The road shimmered like it might melt. Her feet blistered in her boots. Her shoulders throbbed from the weight of the bag. Sweat trickled down her spine, and her breath came in short, hot bursts. But she kept walking, not for herself. She never walked for herself. She walked to keep them safe. James, Naomi, even Bear. Dylan had found her once. He'd waited, watched, calculated. He would find her again. And this time, she wouldn't let him destroy anyone else. Alone is safer, she told herself for the 100th time. But even as the thought echoed, it didn't ring true. Not anymore. Back at the bookstore, Naomi knew she had to find her. The moment she hung up with James, it struck, deep in her chest, clear as the morning bell of a mission. Not panic, not even urgency, just a knowing. She moved fast but unflustered. 2 muesli bars, a water bottle, keys in one hand, prayer in the other. She didn't bother with the radio. The silence helped her listen.
Lord,
She whispered as the road unfurled before her.
give me the words, not mine, yours. No more, no less.
The sun cut through the windshield in gold shafts. And then, 10 minutes out of town, she saw her. A slender figure moving along the edge of the road, shoulders hunched against a weight no one else could see. Her movements were uneven, tired. Her shirt clung to her back with sweat. Her head was bowed like she was trying to disappear into the dust. Naomi slowed to a stop on the side of the road and left the door open behind her, wide. She stepped out onto the shoulder, dust rising around her boots. A napkin fluttered in one hand.
Hey,
Naomi called, her voice calm but unwavering, like sunlight breaking through storm clouds.
fancy seeing you here?
Ruthie didn't turn. Her eyes stayed pinned to the horizon, glassy and distant. But Naomi saw it, the tremble in her shoulders, the way her spine locked like armor, the breath she drew in sharp and tight, like a thread ready to snap.
I had to leave.
Ruthie said finally, her voice dry and crumbling, like leaves that had forgotten how to be green.
He'll come back. And I won't, let anyone else get hurt.
Naomi didn't step forward. She leaned against the bonnet of the car, arms folded, still and grounded, like a red gum weathered by time but never broken. Her stillness didn't demand anything. It offered safety,
You're not the storm, sweetheart.
she said gently.
You're the one who survived it.
Ruthie's jaw clenched. Tears threatened but held, like they didn't have permission to fall.
I'm the damage.
She whispered.
Everything I touch breaks.
Naomi didn't flinch, didn't rush to rescue. She simply stayed, her breath a quiet rhythm in the wide silence.
James is wrecked.
She said after a beat, voice low.
Not because of what you've done, because he thinks he's lost you.
Ruthie flinched.
He shouldn't care.
Naomi gave a soft shrug.
Maybe not. But love doesn't always wait for permission. It just shows up and stays.
The air between them thickened, not heavy with judgment, but sacred with truth. Naomi's next words came like a balm.
You don't have to apologize for being loved.
That undid her. Ruthie's knees folded, slow and helpless, as if the weight of every unshed tear, every night spent gripping fear like a shield, had finally caught up to her. She sank into the dust like something unraveled. Naomi moved without a word. She crouched beside her, not to fix, not to rush, but to be, a steady presence. She wrapped one arm around Ruthie, not like someone cradling what's broken, but like someone holding what's sacred.
It's okay.
She said.
You don't have to carry this alone anymore.
Ruthie gave the faintest nod. It wasn't peace, but it was surrender. Naomi stayed there in the silence with her, like prayer made flesh. Then, gently,
I know what it's like.
Ruthie blinked through tears.
What?
Naomi met her eyes with a gaze that didn't flinch.
Different man, same ache. I remember the eggshells underfoot, the bags packed in the dark, the stillness after shouting, louder than the noise ever was.
She didn't say it for sympathy. She said it for solidarity.
This land saved me. Not because it was soft, but because it gave me space to remember who I was before fear taught me how to disappear.
Ruthie didn't answer. She didn't need to. Naomi's voice softened, reverent.
That's why James told me about you. He knew you didn't need rescuing. You needed reminding.
Two women, different scars, same sacred knowing. Naomi offered a small, steady smile, the kind born from ashes.
I came here hollow, but the Lord, the land, and the love I found, they filled the places I thought were lost forever.
She nodded toward the car.
Come on, Ruthie. There's nothing for you out here but shadows. But back there, there's light. There's love. There's hope.
Ruthie stayed in the dust for a long, shaking breath. The wind caught her hair. The earth beneath her held steady. Then, slowly, deliberately, she stood and walked to the passenger side. The drive back was wordless. Naomi just kept the car steady, eyes on the road. When they pulled into the driveway, James was already outside, pacing slow, restless circles like a man trying to hold himself together with movement. Bear barked once from the porch, then launched, full sprint, across the gravel, tail like a banner in the wind. James froze, his eyes caught on the passenger door. Ruthie stepped out, slow and unsteady. Her legs wobbled, her hands trembled, but she didn't hide it. Their eyes met. James didn't rush forward. He didn't speak. He waited. Ruthie swallowed hard.
I'm scared.
She said softly.
I know,
He replied, voice tight.
but you don't have to be alone in it.
Naomi stepped back, allowing space for them both. Ruthie looked at James.
I'm not good at this.
She said.
Me either, but I want to try, if you'll let me.
James replied.
Thank you for listening to this chapter of Healing on the Land. If this story has touched your heart, I'd love for you to come join me for the next chapter. You can find it here on this channel. If you'd like to support more Christian storytelling, you can purchase the full book or make a donation using the link in the description. Your support, no matter the size, helps us to continue writing stories of faith, healing, and hope. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel. May God bless you, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.